he's been on this little tear, man, and he's been killing it, just elevating more and more. I'm shocked more people ain't looking for him like they look for the
Benny
Freddie
or
Gibbs and
Conway.
stuff.
Yeah.
Conway, yeah, like those like the way he had that resurgence and came and just jumped. I feel like Ransom should be right on that level.
Same thing, Pride. Like I know you mentioned it. We heard Pride that was on the Conflicted soundtrack with Griselda and them boys. But come on, man. Like when he get into the I'm Dr. Sebi mixed with Machiavelli, Pac and Reggie, like that. Come on. Like when he get into that little stanza where he just get to them bars, it's just like he's different. He's on a different level.
Let's go straight into the Ransom.
Yes, man. 7. It just dropped today. We recording on a Monday. He blessed us midnight. I mean, you had a few hours with it. I know it's an early review. It's an initial review. We gonna have to do a deeper dive into this because it just came out. But it's 7 songs. I think we'll be able to get through it, man. So Ransom is finally here. He's been promoting this one for quite some time here since the top of the year. So Prez, lead us off, man.
Yeah, so for the first couple singles, we actually talked about a couple on a couple episodes. So we go ahead and get those out the way where we talked about Gluttony and we talked about the Royce the 5'9" in depth. And then what was it? Pride at the end, I think was the other song that he had released before.
Came out.
Yeah. So all those, even when I went to listen, I was like, I'd have ran through those. I know those. I still want to see how they play out initially in there, but like after that, it was more focusing on the other songs at this point. And that intro, Envy, man, when he's sitting there and he's describing like the guy with the brother, and he goes to the strip club. And the brother asks him for some money, but then he's tossing it up, and he's envied that his brother, that money that he could have used to flip it, but he ain't looking at the long term. Where if I give him the money, then he buys drugs, and then he gets caught. Now I got to pay for the lawyer. So hey, it's just a different situation. The way he can just set up and describe a story in the song like that, man, immaculate. Caught me from the jump. I was just like, oh yeah, this is it, man. I'm the movie concept he's been doing for a minute now, and like every time you like some things, sometimes stuff can get stale, but no, it hasn't with this. It just got better and better, and just like Empire, you're loving it. It's like where does he go next with it? But the play on each one of these as it came into the wrath, was it lust, sloth, all those was on point. And I would say out of the 7 tracks, the 3 that's probably gonna get the most play for me is that Envy. What was the one with Royce the 5'9"? What's that? Is that
Greed?
No, that's not Greed. And then Sloth. I was liking each one of those, man. The one with JR. So but overall, I don't think none gonna get skipped, man, because it's only 20 minutes long. I sit there and I listen to it all every time, all the way through. Ransom, amazing once again, man. Uh, ever since he's been on this little tear, man, and he's been killing it, just elevating more and more. I'm shocked more people ain't looking for him like they look for the
Benny
Freddie
or
Gibbs
Conway.
and stuff. Conway, yeah, like those like the way he had that resurgence and came and just jumped. I feel like Ransom should be right on that level, but it's still, I get upset when I hear people who still don't. Oh, you ain't checking for the Ransom, or don't even know something like that is coming out, but they'll know about these other guys.
Right. And that's the reason why we doing this. Like we can do the Lil Baby and the Dirks and talk about other things for more traction because we know those guys are more popular. However, I'm not gonna not listen to this for the rest of the year. Like it's impossible for this to leave my rotation. Like starting off with Envy, he's just saying a lot of relatable shit. And I think it's because we can relate to being, close in age. You know what I'm saying? We right there almost 40, but the perspective, man, like I said, with the Banks, man, this adult rap is having a resurgence. And this leads me to another discussion that I wanted to have with you, Prez, which is, these guys like Ransom, like Banks, Pusha T, like all of these rappers in their 40s to 50s are making good ass music. And it's getting to the point where, not that I don't like the youngins, not that I don't like them, but if I had to choose, I'm probably going to listen to the things that I relate to, because I can't really identify with some of the stuff that some of the youngins are spitting. Some of the youngins got perspective, you know what I mean? And they rap wise beyond their years. But when you're talking about songs like Envy, Lust was a clinic. Like, it was a clinic on I'm just going to give y'all life lessons. I'm just going to give you a few bars and some life lessons. Sloth, same thing. Pride, like I know you mentioned it. We heard Pride, that was on the Conflicted soundtrack with Griselda and them boys. But come on, man. Like, when they get into the I'm Dr. Sebi mixed with Machiavelli, Pac and Reggie, like that, come on. Like, when he get into that little stanza where he just get to them bars, it's just like, he's different. He's on a different level, and he's doing it with such ease, Prez, that, like you said, why aren't more people talking about it outside of our little hub of rap influences and Twitter, where the same people listen to the same things? I think this should be reposted. This should be on people's Instagram posts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to this, go listen to that. I don't care what age you are either, because he got some shit for you on here. And I think you just need to listen. You just need to listen. Like, it's just, I mean, I got this bar right here from Envy. To my surprise, the thought of my demise is fantasized amongst N-words who plan to rise. You can't trust a friend, a feeling you just can't describe. Like, that's real shit. And like, you don't have to be in the street to feel that line. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just hard overall, man. And it's plenty of stuff like that. I mean, he got what's the other line that you were talking about on, was it on Lust, Prez, where he was talking about the Jason Collins? I ain't made for it, y'all ninjas. More like Jason Collins, I'm too straightforward. Mama always wanted that house, and so she prayed for it. But I made a deal with the devil when I paid for it.
Paid for it. Woo.
The innocence line that he had too on was it Envy, where he said something about the innocence line. It's like, it's too many quotables. Like, I can't get enough of this joint, man. Like, he came in and stole the weekend, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he dropped on Monday today.
On a Monday.
Oh, he dropped on a Monday, but I didn't listen to anything else today, man. Nothing else.
Yeah.
I probably played this shit like 5-6 times. Probably gonna play it some more when we get off of here, because I'm still trying to catch some of the bars. JR had an ill line with a power line, but yo, shout out to JR as well, man, because I know he got something coming as well. So these boys is doing it, man. These boys is doing it, bringing back lyrics and bars to the forefront, and I couldn't be more ecstatic about it. I think that was the most. That's what I enjoyed the most, Prez, this weekend, was bars mattered all weekend. Weekend, so much to the point where it's not that I don't like what we're gonna cover next in Little Baby Lil Durk's album. My mind couldn't shift. It couldn't shift to the sound. You know what I mean? And
yeah. Just a little bit more auto tune towards delivery, faster flows, and all this, where everything is so clean coming out of these guys, and you're catching every bar. A little bit more of the slowed down flow, so you feel it. Like, it's I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, man. Can't talk enough about Ransom. That's all I want to say, man. Like, I know I've been putting it out on the people I know don't even must listen, but I know they listen that rap. I just been like, hey, check this out.
Yeah. Just check it out. I'm not about to beat you down and chase you down and listen to it, but when you do, you gonna come back and say something.
Yeah,
It's impossible for you not to like it.
yeah.
Impossible.
So
Impossible. But yo,
especially
so
for the people that we know that are kind of like lost, like they've been out of music for a minute, and they keep bringing to us, like you in some of the groups where they bring to us these guys and like, oh man, like, oh look at his skill, he's killing, like, bro, he's
not
not
really.
he's not that really it. Like this is somebody who killing it. And your guy over here, it was just a
I'm
gimmick.
I'm so like with guys like Ransom and guys like Banks and who else have we covered recently that just can rap? But just any of those type of guys, I'm such
we went off on the I mean, went heavy into the Royce
the
and
voice.
Ransom last week.
Yeah.
So I mean we talked a lot about how Royce does it too. So
Right. So it's like so complex, and a lot of things have a lot of layers to it, and you got to catch these bars several listens down the line. I don't even want to share. I'm such a pompous. I don't even want to share it with some people, Prez. Like, you don't deserve to hear these these bars, man. Like, you don't, because I'm not, like, I know what you listen to.
I don't think you're gonna appreciate it.
I don't think you're
gonna appreciate it.
That's it. That I don't think you're gonna appreciate these lines, so I'm not even gonna recommend it to you. You know, that's where I'm at with it, man. Like, but for the music heads that I know that enjoy lyrics, oh, I'm hitting you up, sending it, and I'm calling you. Go listen to it. Let me know how you like it. You know what I mean? And I think we get conditioned to certain type of sounds that when this can cut through all things, man. This can cut through all things. Like when you saying sharp, witty shit, I just think it's fire, man. Like the only thing that people probably could say is the hook stuff and all that, but this is a 22-minute EP. You don't need the full length feature.
You don't need
hook. You don't need all that.
Yeah.
You don't need all that.
Not when he giving it to you in doses like this. Not when he give it to you in doses.
Exactly.
But like with the Banks, if you're giving 18 songs, you probably kind of need it. But without that, you can be down a certain path, you know, and be straightforward with it. So I feel like that's the room on that.
So what do you think is next for Ransom? Like at this point, do we need the full length project? Do we need 40 minutes of Ran?
Man, I think we need to, just so like he can start getting the praise that all these other ones are getting. Like if that's what people are gonna say that's lacking on it, I think we need to go down that route. Just I don't know if he care about all the Grammys and the accolades and everything, but like me hearing it, I just feel like when you hear these other ones are breaking into those little discussions, I feel like his name should be up in.
Gibbs is perfect example.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
perfect example.
Like all the ones that came out like last year hitting on that, and they was like up in there. It was like all this type of flow for it, and it was just like the fact that his name or his stuff wasn't mentioned within that was kind of upsetting. Like
it's a travesty. It's a travesty. He has to be mentioned right there, and to me, he's not missing anything. Like song wise, these beats, they don't even sound like he's picking the right beats now too. You know what I'm saying? So maybe to appeal to others' ear, like a casual listener, maybe a hook get a few people that sing, you know what I'm saying, to break up the monotony in the verses. But bro, in all honesty, man, I honestly take 45 minutes of it the way he's constructing these EPs. And I can't even get my mind to even care about a hook with him. And that's not the case with a lot of people. Not the case, man.
Very true. Yeah, so. But even if he don't keep putting these out, hey, I keep pounding the concrete for him, and keep trying to put people on, and those who have forgotten, those lax old hip hop heads, that went through life, got a couple kids, and now they got some free time on their hands again. Now, like, what should I be doing? All right, bro, you should be listening to this.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yo, we've belabored this point. Yeah, go check out Seven. Go run it up. Once you listen to it, share it with somebody. Just share it with somebody that's gonna listen, that's gonna share it, man, and buy it. Buy it. That at the end of the day, buy it, because this dude, he's giving us a lot of dope projects, and the least we could do is support it, man. So this is our way of supporting and getting the word out there. Rand, keep doing your thing, man. This is a fire EP. It was worth the wait. Yeah. That's what I got, man. So let's take a brief break real quick, man, and we'll jump into the next album.